It's time to talk about the presser, you guys.
Let's do it.
Was so glorious. So first of all, the best part, or not the best part, there were so many best parts, but one really great part was the fact that the CEO of SoftBank says that his confidence level in the United States and its economy is so much higher now with Trump's victory that he has announced $100 billion with a B investment. And Trump commented on that ahead of taking questions at his presser. Here is what he said.
And we've just concluded a very productive meeting. And today I'm thrilled to announce that SoftBank will be investing $100 billion in America, creating 100,000 American jobs at a minimum. And he's doing this because he feels very optimistic about our country since the election.
And he does, and he's a cute little guy. This little
He
CEO
is, isn't
guy.
he? I know, right? Uh-huh.
And so he was there, obviously, for this announcement as well, and spoke to this confidence that he has in Trump and the economy going forward.
My confidence level to the economy of the United States has tremendously increased with his victory. So because of that, I'm now excited to commit this $100 billion and 100,000 jobs into the United States. This is double of last time, as President Trump said. Because I say, oh, President Trump is a double down president. I'm going to have to double down, $100 billion and 100,000 jobs. This is, my confidence level, because that has doubled down.
Yeah, like Nakatomi plazas everywhere, you guys. Everywhere.
So many Christmas movies, although are they? Because he says it's not. Which, by the way, I know we should have talked about this in pre-show, and it's inappropriate for us to discuss it mid-show. But if you have watched the whole finale of Yellowstone, that should be your DD, because people are all upside down about it, and I would love to hear your take.
Yeah, I've watched the finale, and it was so disappointing. I cannot
save it, because I think that should be your DD today.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I really do, because I know
you don't watch it, do you?
I don't, but I know a lot of people in our audience do, and everyone is talking about it. So I feel like you should talk about it.
Talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it at the end of the show.
I don't even know what made me think of that. But anyway, back to Trump's presser. He was obviously asked about the whole drone situation, which we've, of course, been talking about now for days. And what's great about Trump pressers is that there is nothing off limits. He takes questions from absolutely everybody. He will go and go and go as long as there are questions. This is something that Biden could not even think about doing.
Oh, there's no way he could do it.
No way. Absolutely no way.
Or Kamala. Kamala couldn't do it either.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So when it came to the drone issue, he did not hold back.
Drones that are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows, and our president knows.
Right.
And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, they happen to be over Bedminster.
We
want to know the
truth.
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster.
I've
decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been?
He plays it so right every time.
And that is so interesting that he's like, I'm going to cancel my trip. And then she asked about the information, and he's like, I'm not going to comment. That makes me think that there's something nefarious going on. Like I do not trust the people in this current government. With him, I trust him.
Yeah.
I trust, Vance. I trust the people, Patel, all the people that are going to be getting in. I trust them to be transparent. The people that are running the show now, hell no.
Well,
Something's
and
going
that
on.
has to put some pressure on the current administration. The
Yep.
fact that because they know he's getting intelligence briefings.
Yep.
So the fact that he's out there in public saying this current government, they know what's up, you guys.
It's sketch.
How do they not fess up?
Yeah. He basically saying there's something sketch going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. My printer just started doing weird things. Sorry. That was weird.
Drones are controlling it.
Drones are controlling my printer. It's so strange. Yeah, seriously. I think that there's something obviously sketch, and he alluded to that. You saw it.
Yeah.
Go to mypillow.com/chicks and use promo code chicks for the lowest prices ever on the entire MyPillow Classic collection, which is the best pillow, hands down. I have like a gajillion of them in my guest room closet. Also, we have them all over the house, in our cabin, everywhere. The only pillows that I put on my head. MyPillow.com/chicks. Use promo code chicks. Do it.
Anyway, there's so many more clips that we want to share because it was so great. When it came to the question about, you want to deport all of these illegals, what if the countries won't take them back? Specifically, the question related to Venezuela and the Tren de Aragua gang members and Venezuela taking them back. And I just love that instead of being Biden and being all like just weak and pathetic, Trump is like, oh, they're taking them back. And I just love that about him. Here's his answer to that question.
With in terms of your mass deportation plans, have you had any preliminary discussions with countries like Venezuela, from where the Tren de Aragua gang is now popping up?
They'll
across the
take them
country?
back.
They're going to take them back.
They're all taking them back, yep. And if they don't, they'll be met very harshly economically. Okay, they'll all take them back. Venezuela and other countries were not behaving very well with us during my administration, and within 24 hours they were behaving very well. They'll all take them back.
Yeah. I absolutely believe that. I believe him because those people get money from us too. Cut them off.
Yep.
It's like, seriously, it's like grown kids that can't pay their own way. Freaking cut them off. God, this is not hard.
Oh my God.
It's just that
a
the current
win
the
after
cur-
win after
yeah,
win.
the current administration is just a bunch of wusses.
Mhm.
And this guy is not. And so he's like, I'm not taking any shit anymore.
Right.
And all of us are like, yes.
Remember when Biden used to go, we're the United States of America. There's nothing we can't do when we put our...
Yes.
Well, he never meant it. There was never any bite behind that bark.
No.
And with Trump, there's a bite.
He looks healthy too. He looks good. He looks like he's healthy. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like he looks...
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like he's lost a little weight or if he looks, I don't know what's going on with him, but he looks healthy and mentally he is strong. I'm just not used to seeing that. I think I'm just so used to seeing a guy who has full blown dementia, who has no idea where he is and he's crapped his pants and he can't even like sit on the beach without somebody helping him. I mean, it's just, he's a complete hot mess. So the contrast is night and day. And so when I see Trump answering questions ad nauseum, I mean, for just
an hour at least.
Right. Off the cuff. Just there's no teleprompter, nothing. When it's like
no pre-written questions, people selected to call on. He will answer anybody, anytime, anywhere. I freaking love that about him.
I know.
He also, and then sometimes the questions are so absolutely off the wall. Like there was somebody that asked, what do you think about doing like a preemptive strike against Iran? As if he could answer that in any way. Yeah. And so he just said, how can I possibly answer that? And I just loved how real and honest he was. Here's that moment.
Are you entertaining the idea of preemptive strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities?
Against who?
Against Iran's.
Against who?
Well, I can't tell you that. I mean, it's a wonderful question, but how can am I going to do preemptive strikes? Why would I say that? Can you imagine if I said yes or no? You'd say, that was strange that he answered that question. Am I going to do preemptive strikes on Iran? Is that a serious question? How could I answer a question like that?
Would you
say it?
Would you be in support of Israeli strikes on Iran?
How could I tell you a thing like that now? It's just so, you don't talk about that before something may or may not happen. I don't want to insult you. I just think it's just not something that I would ever answer having to do with there or any other place in the world.
It's like he's like, I don't want to insult you, but you're a giant dumbass. He's just, are you a clown?
Like,
Do
how
I
are you
amuse
expecting
you?
me to answer that? There's
Are
no
you-
way.
Are you a clown? What are you? Yeah, that guy is so stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was perfect. That was the perfect way to deal with it.
Mhm,
Biden would have been
totally.
like stuttering and stammering and freaking out, or he just would have never taken that question because that person would have been on the pre-approved list.
Exactly. That's bingo. That's exactly what there would have been no like questions asked to him that were not pre-approved
Yeah.
and on a teleprompter.
God, it's just so nice to have
Isn't
somebody
it?
real in this position, being honest with America. It's just it's a whole new world again.